gorilla stomping in a zoo. Check the vocals, animal, let's get it right. Boom.
Hey everybody, and welcome back for the fourth installment of our brake change on my 2004 GMC Sierra 1500, where today we're going to be tackling the rear brakes, or at least starting on it to see what we encounter, because this has been a bit of a mystery at times, a bit of a shocker at times, and sometimes it's just a whole lot of exactly what we expected. So we're just going to continue on, have a look at the back brakes and see what state they're in, see if we need any new calipers. I don't think we do, but I've been wrong before. So nothing left to do, only get the truck in the garage here now, get the rear jacked up and see what's going on. Alright, so let's get it done. Alright, so just like that, truck is now in the garage, ready to be worked on. I've been toying with the idea back and forth of breaking the lug nuts loose on both sides of the rear end, but I've decided against that. I'm still going to stick with the one wheel at a time plan, even if it does mean a little bit extra labor of lifting the truck up and down an extra time to start the next wheel, okay? Because I do want it on the ground in order to break those lug nuts loose. Alright, so basically this is just going to involve lifting up the rear end. I'm going to do it all at the same time underneath the differential box. And then I'll get my jack stands placed underneath the axle. And all that will happen after I break these lug nuts loose. And at that point in time we'll be ready to remove the wheel and see what we see. So since last video I've been out a couple of times driving around, and the brakes have continued to improve. I'm at the point now where if I do a full to the floor push of the brake pedal, I get the front wheels, you know, how do you say, screeching? They're not really screeching, more roaring. Alright, it's easy to get them to roar, especially with these big Wrangler Duratracs, right? You're not going to get that high-pitched squeak right away, that's for sure. You kind of get that low-pitched roar of the tires, you know, chattering on the ground there. No ABS engagement, but there's no ABS light or anything like that in the truck, so I assume the system is still good. And I don't really need to lock it up to the point of really testing it hard to know that the brakes are performing well. So I'm hoping to get that same level of performance out of my rear brakes, and for that reason we're going to continue with the brake change. I've let the truck cool off a little bit because I was just out there, you know, within the past half hour, so just letting everything cool off a little bit, and that's about it. That's the plan. So far, very satisfied with the results of the brake change, and gives me more motivation and confidence to continue on, obviously. And that's always a bonus, right? It's always good to have those factors in any job that you're doing, is motivation and confidence. And I guess third would be know-how. So we're kind of in the middle with that know-how part, right? You know, the only thing that makes me nervous at all is if the sliders on these calipers on the rear are Torx head bolts as well. And if you've seen the other videos, you've known the trouble we've experienced with Torx head bolts. So you'll know my hesitancy. But hesitancy or not, we're going to try it and see what happens. So let's get the lug nuts broken loose, and we'll get to lifting up the rear end. So I was getting my parts together. Anyways, I noticed with the rear caliper sliders that Napa gave me, not have much luck with Napa, I'll tell you that. I ended up with one set, bronze looking, alright. Another set, silver looking. So before I even got into it this time, I called Napa, gave them my part numbers. Apparently one set is for 2014, the other set is for a dual piston rear caliper. So both of these are wrong. So I don't know what's going on over at Napa, but they're having a really bad time with me lately trying to get parts for 2004. They all seem to think I'm talking about 2014. So I guess I'm doing something pretty rare, because none of them expect me to have 2004 apparently. Anyways, I got about an hour to get into Napa and replace these, and get the proper ones, I would hope. So, alright, let's get back to Napa, I guess. I'm gonna just vanish there and come back, and we'll be back with you in a few seconds, hopefully with 2 new sets of proper rear slide pins for this truck. It's unreal, like absolutely unreal what's going on with these parts lately. Like, just really, really poor luck. Let's chalk it up to really poor luck. All right, I'll be back. So, ladies and gentlemen, I am back from Napa. Got slider pins. Part numbers are the same. The boxes look different. I don't know sometimes. Look at this stack. Look at the stack of receipts, of refunds and purchases and everything else. Like, I don't know what to tell you. I am telling these guys the right year and make and model when I go in there, alright? This is not on me. I swear, they either don't hear me right, or they're too busy to concentrate on me. Whatever it is, I'm back. And got my slider pins. Very similar to the ones that I brought back. It's a two-piece design. Right, you got your inside pin that you got to hold still with a wrench and tighten the outside bolt. Anyways, I'm reaching the end of the day. My wife actually just said, you know what? Why don't you not work on the truck today? Just to avoid getting too deep into this. And she may be right. But I am going to take at least the wheel off, have a look at it, see what's going on, see how difficult the job's going to be. Otherwise, I'm just going to be thinking about it tonight. So it's just as well to get into it a little bit, see what's going on. So we'll break those lugs loose now, finally, and get into it. So get a 22 socket and a breaker bar, and we'll see what we're into. Alright, so let's get the cap out, like so, and we'll get breaking here. Gotta do the full yoga stance here with this baby. Alright, so those are broke. So I'll get the floor jack now. We'll get the back brought up a bit, and we'll get that wheel off. Alright, let's get some jack stands in there. There we are. And let's there we are. She's up on stands. Alright, so I've gone ahead. I've opened up my pack of sliders. Now I got you guys pretty far away from the door, as you can tell. You're probably still going to get some wind noise. The wind is the story of the video on a regular basis here. And not much I can do about it, but I could close the garage door, but then that would leave us without very good lighting, so it's kind of a trade-off. At least the tire came off easy. We'll get that down and out of the way. I didn't think it would be easy. I don't know what this, I've never seen a brake shield or anything like that before. That's new to me. I'll have to size that up, see if we got to get that off. There's always something. And the thing with these rear rotors as well, I've had, is there's no turning, obviously. So what we see is what we get. This is very tight fit. So getting that retightened and everything is going to be a challenge. And then taking the whole caliper off as one piece is not really an option because that could be troublesome. So yeah, so the plan of attack may have to change a little bit here. From what I am seeing, this little guard is held on by the caliper bracket bolts, the saddle bolts. And as far as getting a socket in there is not easy, right? Coming in from either side, it just wasn't enough room. But if I come in from the front, I could get a 13 wrench on there, which is now on. And I'll try to give that a tap. Which is going well. But not easy, that's for sure. But I want to get these loosened while it's still attached to the saddle and everything, just to be able to get the leverage on it that I need. So, but I can only get like 1/8 of a turn on it. However, if I can get it started, which it is a little bit there now, and then I'll start the bottom one a little bit easier. These are not molded in a friendly way to wrenches either. Alright, let's try that one with the socket and an extension. So let's try with this contraption I've made up here. Now of course I'm working around the jack stand. Oh my god. Switch you guys to the other side. Unfortunately I think you guys are just going to be stuck with a bad angle. Because trying to get in around here. That came a lot easier than I thought. Alright, so that's good. We got 2 of them loose. Alright, I'm gonna go for the bracket bolts, I guess. What do I need? I need an 18. Let's see this. Big thing here is not to miss and hit the brake lines here. I see that as a potential issue. Alright, let's Let's attempt the breaker bar. If I can get at it with an extension from the other side. It's hard to get a good grip on it. Let's try. Now, I don't think I'm strong by any means. It's just the positioning of this really makes me wary of knocking her off the stands. So right now, she's freewheeling pretty much now. Those front wheels aren't keeping her in place at all. It's just the jack stands. So I don't want to be in under her if they fall. I don't know where I can be to get a go with this. I say if I could turn this whole thing to the side, it'd be wonderful. Or even if this bracket protector plate was out of the way, then I'd be able to get the breaker bar in on the side there and step on it, or do something to it at least to get some leverage. I'm pretty sure my wrench is actually stripping the bolt. That's how much it's in there. So I guess we're into the world of opposites now, where the slider pins are loosening easy, yet the bracket bolts are seized. Alright, I'm going to get a bit of lubricating spray for those, let it sit for a bit, and we'll see how it goes from there. Alright, so I had that sitting for a little bit, and time for the retest. It does not want to budge. It does not want to budge. And in everything that I've done to this point, like I say, the bracket bolts were the easier of the two. But I had so much leverage without that darn cover protector plate in the way. Did that slip or did it move it? Looks like it just slipped. I'll be honest, guys. I was really hoping for an easy one on this. You know, I thought I paid my dues here. I really did. But the hits just keep coming. It's just sliding off now. I don't know, boys and girls. We might have made our match on these ones. And like I say, I only got the truck up on these two jack stands, and I haven't, you know, had a car up on jack stands enough to know how reliable they are. You know, at the end of the day, their bases are still pretty short, so I can't be like cranking on it. But, like, even if I got that bottom one with the breaker bar, I'm still stuck up here. Yeah, I just not seeing the remedy here yet. There's the remedy. Gotta be serious. Oh my god. Yeah, I don't know. It's just not, it ain't coming to me. The solution ain't coming to me yet. I'll try another little bit off camera. I'll come back and let you guys know the verdict. Alright, so I managed to get the breaker bar on with that angle there. So what I'm going to try to do is just now to find out, did that break the breaker bar or the nut? Let's see. It might have been the breaker bar. It could have broken the breaker bar. Let's see. No, we might be okay for that one. Alright, that's that one broke. Down to one left. So I'll keep figuring out something with that and get back to you guys again. Now, at the risk of breaking off my flex piece with the amount that this needs to be torqued, I'm going to pop that on and hopefully I'll be able to get an angle on the top one. Alright, let's see if this does me any good. Alright, I got it on there, I'm holding it with my foot. So, let's see. The knuckle's bending in a weird way. Try to get it on a better way. But one left, 1 out of 4. We're 75% of the way there. That darn shield. That darn shield's in the way. Alright, I'll keep picking. Alright, so one thing I'm going to do, just to make myself feel a little better and have some traction in the back, I'm going to let that right side down and just see if that helps me with either an angle or clearance space, something along the lines to get this bolt off. Alright, so I'll do that now. Alright, did that. So next, I'll get this put in here again, this way. Now, one thing I thought of is to use the car jack to push on the breaker bar. I may have to do that. Find a good spot for the breaker bar that I could fit the floor jack under. Okay. Oh, there we go. Alright. Alright. We're just full of interesting ideas here. Full of them. So I'm going to start it off high so I can get the jack in there. Okay. Alright, Get you guys moved back a little bit. Now you guys got a full view of the potential idiocy that I'm doing here. Let's go. Wow. Someone care to explain that? Did it work? It's on the nut. So either my breaker bar is not working or it worked. See how low I can start down this time. Is it working? I don't even know. Trying to keep it on the pad of the jack. The breaker bar is resetting. Up again. What do you think? You think it's working? I don't even know. I don't honestly know. This could be stripping the whole bolt out for all I know. And I don't really want to put my face in there when it's tight. So let's just... We got it. We got it. Oh my god. Any of you guys ever did that? Use a floor jack as a lever device for your breaker bar? Interesting. Interesting. Oh my, I'm going to have a head full of rust before this is done. So this is just another fine example of persistence paying off. I didn't know if it was going to pay off or not, to be honest with you this time, but that's it. You get a little bit ingenuitive and imagination. And just because it's apart doesn't mean that does a good thing. I gotta get back together. We're only just started. Alright, we're still working at this bolt here. Let's see. Whew. That's one. There. Looks like I could end up having to order a new one of these. We'll see. See if you can see it there. Focus. I don't know if that's just Loctite, which is definitely not required here where we are. I'll try cleaning it up a bit and see what happens. May have, I don't know if it's cross-threaded or what. I'll definitely have to clean it up. It ain't going back in like that. Alright. Now, let's see for this bottom one if I can skip the elbow. Alright. And this one looks a lot like the other. Right? So I'll clean up those threads when we're going to reassemble. Okay, so now that shield is out of the way. Now I'll find my 13. Alright, slider bolts. Let's do the same on the bottom. Alrighty. See what we're doing here. Caliper should come out at this point. There should be, there's no slider pin in there now. And the whole bracket should come off too, right? Try not to try not to upset things too much here. There we are. And this caliper should come out of this saddle. What a mess. Look at this. There's a piece of brake pad metal stuck to the piston. Now there's hardware clipped up in the top here, but that's in too hard a shape to be keeping around. So I sure hope there's a replacement for that. That is nasty. There are push pins here, so it should be no problem to get out. Well, I can't really say that, but you know what I mean. There we are. Let's untangle this brake hose. And I'm going to try to push the piston back in. Not really going. I hope I don't need another caliper. I'm going to try the method that I used on the fronts with the clamp and see if I can get that to go in. Otherwise I'll rest it right there for now. So a quick look, there's no screws holding this rotor on, so it should just come off. No emergency brake on or anything like that with this. She's just seized. Come on, baby. He wants to come. He wants to. Let's see. Now this center ring should not be holding anything, okay? This is just on over. Whew, come on. Come on. Alright, I'm going to keep working on this after I take a little breather. I'll be right back. In the meantime, I am going to try what I was trying before and see if this piston will go any further in. That should go in flat as far as I understand. I could be wrong. Could be very wrong. This could be a case of needing a new caliper as well. We'll have to think about that. So I'll get back to banging away at this now. Alright, break time. not coming off. What to do? Like the parking brake is on this wheel, but I can guarantee you, as far as I'm concerned, it's not on. If there's anything prematurely activating it, I am not aware. Because oh my god, heat shield's falling apart. Oh my god. I don't know what's down here clogging this up. If anything, it sounds like it's attached to the parking brake. I'll pull the release just to be sure. I'll actually even put it on. I'll release it. See if that did anything. Putting on the parking brake and releasing it. This is a task. It's a task. Man, oh man. Like the whole rotor is moving. Oh my. I'm just going to try a little something I saw Eric do over at South Main Auto. But the only difference is this is like a this is like a can opener bit or something. I'm trying to find. Try to massage my eardrums. I mean the rotor. Might free something up. I don't know why it's not coming off. Huh. Oh my. Alright. Let's try this in there a little bit. Alright, so the more and more I get into this, the less and less I like it. This is my heat shield, what's left of it. Alright, so the parking brake mechanism is inside here, and I got a feeling that that is pressing onto the rotor, or is seized to it somehow. I got a feeling it's pressing against it because it's the wheel did spin, obviously, when I drive it. But I can't, for the life of me, get it any further than this. And the thing is, these lug studs are kind of, I don't know, I don't think they're moving the wrong way, but I don't know. Sounds like something is loosening, but I just don't have the endurance for this. Holy moly. I'm giving it my all here, folks. And I still don't know what to think about that caliper. I have to do a bit of research on that. But, you know, what do I do here? Come on. Oh, that was everything I had. It's almost out though, on the top. Come on, come on. All right, another break. I'll come back and give it another go. Alrighty. Went for a walk. Put the chickens back in their coop. It's way too humid and hot outside to have cooled down either bit. But here we are. It's going to be like a power lifter now, getting ready for the big lift. If it don't come easy, I'm giving it everything I got. Alright. Alright, here we go. Something slipped out. I don't know. What do you do? Like, is that center ring supposed to come out? Is it that different from the front that gotta come out? That'd be dumb. That'd be absolutely dumb if it did. Oh, I'm gonna hurt tomorrow. I'm gonna hurt so much tomorrow. What do you do? What do you do? Just look. Look at me. What a mess. What even happened? I don't even know what happened. Where did oil come from? What did we do? I didn't even know. What a state. What am I doing? Where did it come from? Oh my. Let me show you a little bit close. Alright, see up close here now? This is, this bottom lip is out past the edge of this ring. The top lip is behind. Alright, and I can wiggle. Like there's something in there giving a hard squeak. I'll try not to haul this truck down off the stands. I'm running out of juice too much. I'm all in. We're almost there. Look at it. I'm almost there. We're almost there. There's something seized on her. If I get the sledge back to maybe. If I could get this off before we finish tonight, it would be wonderful, but I don't know. It's after 8 p.m. right now. I'm beyond quitting time. Sledge time again. We got a hit though. Oh, I might have oil going in my eyes from the sweat. Oh crap. Let's see. No, I think it's just regular sweat. I can't see. It wants to come off so bad. Oh my. I should have listened to my wife and not touched it. Oh man. I can feel something on a spring or something that's holding it in, seized on. Alright, I'll try something different. Let's try a crowbar. Right, like the rotor is off. The rotor is off right now. Look at that. Can you see it? Come here. Look at that, it's out past it. Come on. I don't know what mess is underneath this rotor, but I tell you, it means more parts, whatever it is. Come on. I think I can feel it, it's just, does it move? Yeah. Oh man, I don't know what to say. it's almost off. I always choose the worst side to start on though, don't I? Holy moly. Yeah, I always start with the most trouble. I don't even know what's going to go flying apart, like I say, when this comes off. If it comes off, it's going to have to come off now at this point. Let's give it another sledge hack. Sledge hit. You can see. I think it's coming. I think it's coming. Yeah. Come on, man. Oh, it's almost there. Almost there. I don't really want to pull it off because I'm almost afraid something's going to spring outwards and catch my fingers. The way this is going. Alright, I'll bring you back a little bit. There you are. Let's go sledge. Let's go sledgy. Oh my God, hallelujah. Oh man. I must have just been stuck on the parking brake. Man. I never thought about the parking brake though. I got zero idea what to do with that. Zero clue. What do I say? There's not much to say. I got no idea what to do with that parking brake. I'm a mess. I managed to paint myself in grease apparently. And do you know what I did? I managed to just disassemble a couple of things. Not even close to where I need to be to finish this wheel. It's like the first wheel all over again. So, this is where the video ends. It's going to have to be disappointing. Alright, maybe you thought that things were going to go well. No, not at all. Not at all. So, here we are. I got the old rotors off. The heat shield disintegrated. Flex line is not bad. Not terrible. Caliper might be seized. I don't know how to diagnose the caliper good enough apparently, because as far as I know the brakes were kind of working. I don't know if they were working on the rear though. Fronts are definitely working now, so that worked. I gotta stop here. It's 8:30 at night. I've been here way too long, doing very little, and I don't know what else to do. I'm going to be stiff and sore tomorrow, and I'm not looking forward to it since I have to work tomorrow night, and hopefully I'll be recovered enough to go in there. Anyways, I'm sorry if this was disappointing to you. Maybe you wanted to see a full rear brake job done. It's just not in the cards for us. We are meant to suffer through this. I don't know if I enjoy being a persistent, patient person anymore. It's not getting me into very good places. Anyways, persistence did pay off. We did get the rotor off, right? So we'll count it as progress. But oh boy, what have we got ourselves into? What have we got ourselves into? Yeah, anyways. She's an automatic transmission. She doesn't really need a parking brake. If that's the way we want to go. We'll see. Anyways, I don't know when the next video will be. Obviously the truck has gone from drivable and usable back to out of commission. Unless I'm taking that caliper and zip tying it up out of the way so the tire can turn and put a block of 2x4 in the caliper piston to keep it occupied, we're going to be down a truck for another while until I can figure out what parts and everything I need to do. Alright, so until next video when we will resume this project, one or another, hope you're happy, hope you're healthy, take care of each other, and peace out.